Hi, I'm Creason.
And I'm Cynthia.
And this is Random Spirit, where we talk about random topics. What are we talking about today, Cynthia?
Today we will be talking about the crystal Obsidian, and also known as Apache tears. These crystals are like negativity blockers.
Yeah, negativity blockers.
Emotional blockers.
Emotional blockers. I mean, we're going to be going over the properties first in a bit.
Just like every single crystal, if you guys have been listening to all our episodes, we go over the properties, where we got it, our experience, and then we end every single episode with a card pull. Mm-hmm. So, Creason's going to take the mic. And he's going to go over, we're going to start with Apache tears.
Yes.
So go on.
All right. So Apache tears. It's a black stone, but Apache tears are obsidian stones in a rounded or oval shape. They aren't technically crystals, but rather a form of volcanic glass.
Yes.
However, they do have healing properties, particularly for people who are grieving. Their origin, they're found all over the world. They are natural, oval or round. Their energy absorbs. Their colors are dark gray to black. That's the Apache tears by itself. Mm-hmm. It deals with the root chakra. You want to place this in your pocket when dealing with negative emotions as a worry stone in your giving or dominant hand. Helps with grief, emotional healing, recovery from dark or sad emotions. Works best with rose quartz. And when dealing with the passing away of a loved one, you can carry Apache tears with you and use them as a worry stone when grief threatens to overwhelm you. So that's what I have. But I think that you have a bit more, right, Cynthia?
Yes, I do. So the Apache tears, the stone brings up negativity, but does so slowly so that it can be transmuted. It's a grounding stone. I feel like a lot of the darker stones are grounding.
Yeah.
Anything dealing with like the root chakra.
It's like the black ones really have to do with the root. Yeah. From
yes.
what I've seen, there's a pattern to be.
Yes. So Apache tears, the name came because it's believed to shed tears in times of sorrow. It comforts grief, provides insight into the source of distress, and relieves long-held grievances. Right?
Yep.
That is all that we have for Apache tears. And Creason said that specifically for Apache tears, there's nothing zodiac-wise.
Yeah. No, actually, we do have stuff.
Oh, you do?
Zodiac. Yeah, but
for Apache tears.
No, not for Apache tears.
Oh,
for
okay.
Obsidian overall.
Okay.
But that does include Apache
yeah,
tears.
Yeah.
Apache tears is a part of Obsidian.
Yes, it is. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to the Obsidian. Mm-hmm. So Obsidian, the shapes, there's natural, tumbled, polished, and cut. The energy amplifies. The colors, you have the black and white, there's a bunch of colors to it. Rainbow, gold, red, black, green. And the chakra that it's associated with is associated with the color of the stone, right? Mm-hmm. Because the color of the, chakras. Okay.
Yeah.
So the placement, again, I feel like you can wear this wherever the fuck you want, but near the near the root chakra jewelry, I had an obsidian. It was a bracelet. I need to get you some type of obsidian.
Yeah, I need to get one for sure.
Yes. But yeah, near the root chakra, wherever the fuck you want. It helps with aura cleansing. Did not know that. Cool. Grounding, releasing anger and resentment, protection against negative energy. That is great because that comes into one of my experiences that I'll share after we go through this. But this obsidian, it works with clear quartz, and selenite. The usage tip, feeling energetically foggy, hold obsidian in your dominant hand while breathing deeply. It's supposed to calm you. Obsidian is molten lava that has cooled so quickly it had no time to crystallize. It exposes flaws, weakness, and blockages. Nothing can be hidden from obsidian. So I, feel like with the obsidian, it really helped me. It was another crystal that helped me with my shadow work. And I'm going to say I feel like, it's a trigger crystal. That shit will trigger and fucking yeah, so it's a protective stone. It forms shield against negativity. It protects you spiritually, blocks you from psychic attacks, and removes negative spiritual influences. Facilitate in going back to past lives to heal emotions or trauma that relates to the life that you have now. Spiritually, obsidian vitalizes soul purpose, integrates the psychological shadow into the whole to bring spiritual integrity. It anchors the spirit into the body, again, grounds you. Mentally, it brings clarity to the mind, and it clears confusion and constricting beliefs, right? Helps with the ego too. Psychologically, obsidian helps you know who you truly are. When I tell you, like, when I was using this trigger and it's like, wait, why am I triggered? Yeah. So, it brings you face to face with your shadow side and teaches you how to integrate it. Again, like, I actually have it in my cart on Etsy. I really need to get you that shit. I really, really, really do. It helps identify behavioral patterning that is outdated. Again, shadow work. If you guys have noticed a pattern, the crystals that this month we're going over stuff having to do with negativity, right? It's all about self-awareness, man. It clarifies trauma and emotions, promotes compassion and strength. And then I get into the fucking colors. I'll skim through this. Where did I leave off? The black obsidian. It's powerful, creative stone. It grounds the soul and spiritual forces into the physical plane. Self-control is increased, right? It's a stone for the shadow self. It's all repetitive shit because I just fucking write stuff. It's used in shamanic ceremonies. Did you know that?
I did not.
Right?
I did not.
Fucking amazing. The blue one, it aids astral travel, facilitates divination, and enhances telepathy. The blue one, I should get Trey one to help with his fucking astral projecting self.
He'll go like to another planet.
I know, man. He'll go to like another galaxy. Look, we're talking shit about my husband. Stop, Cynthia. So again, blue associated throat chakra, activates the throat chakra, supports communication skills. Speaking the truth, gold, effective for, I might pronounce this wrong. That crystal ball,
Oh, scrying?
Scrying takes you into the future and past and deep into the core of a problem, shows what needs to heal. Okay. That's amazing. I have never, have you ever with scrying? Is that what it's called? Scrying?
Yeah, it's called scrying, yeah.
It's crazy? Before I went on to before I went to the spiritual journey, I think we mentioned this. Me and Creason promised each other, we're like, we're gonna go get our futures read. Yeah, remember?
Yeah.
That I was like in a really nasty dark place, and then and then I was like, when I before I even thought about coming back, I was like, whenever I do come back, like we should go get our future told. And I was like, Creason, have you ever thought about it? And it's so funny because that's what I thought. I was like, ooh, we're gonna go, like, you know, the movies, we're gonna go into a room, and there's gonna be, like, you know, someone behind, you know, the door, like, you know, there's gonna be, I don't fucking know, like a receptionist, and she's gonna be like, okay, and she's gonna, like, take us to a room. There's gonna be, like, that crystal ball, and then, like, you're gonna see, you know, someone come out, and it's gonna be, like, you know, gypsy type thing with the gypsy vibes and incense and like fucking drum rolls in the back. Like, that's honestly what I thought.
I know.
That's so funny.
It is crazy.
I'm a dumbass.
No, you're not. That's how it works in the movies.
I know that's so stereotypical.
That's true.
Yeah.
No, there's meanings of different, like, branches.
Well, yeah. Them, well, because not everyone does scrying. Fuck. Scrying. Yeah. Not everyone does it. There's this girl that I did that I connected with on Facebook with this, like, fucking witchy mom group, and she mentioned it, and I was like, ooh. She goes, yeah, I do that. I was like, no. That is crazy. That's crazy. It's great. It's great. Okay. Yep. Off fucking topic, Cynthia. This is me. This is me. Mahogany. I like that word, mahogany.
It's a nice word.
Mahogany. Grounding. Strength. It strengths weak aura. Is your aura weak?
Well, right now I don't think it is.
I don't think it is. You've been doing great. The rainbow. It's a gentler obsidian. Strong protective properties. Wards off stress. You know? The snowflake. Sacral chakra. Calms and soothes, putting you in the right frame of mind to be receptive before bringing to your attention ingrained patterns of behavior. Teaches you to value mistakes as well as success. I could have kept going, but I got interrupted by the kids, and that's fine.
Well, you know, I think you got a lot there.
I did. I'm very proud of myself.
Yeah.
This is the second episode that is, like, I'm organized.
Yeah. That's
tap on my back. Thank you.
They're going to wonder what you were doing all this time before if you say it like that.
Oh my God.
They're going to be like, wait, were you winging this the entire time?
Dude, can't you tell that I wing 90% of these fucking episodes?
All right, then. So, I'm going to finish with the astrology part of the entire episode.
Yes.
And just know for the obsidian that this covers a bunch of different types of obsidian. I did not go through and meticulously go through each specific
like
type.
I do.
You know, and say, like, you know, this is rainbow and this is, like, you know, blah.
Why not?
Why not?
Why not?
Why so?
Why not?
The one reason why I didn't do that was because, you know, then we would have to explain each and every obsidian.
I was joking.
But
I was joking.
Now, we'll leave that for the Encanto episode.
No, we already finished the Encanto episode. It's because every single time, Creason, you say but, like, in the, like, but, and I'm like, it was my wedding. Like, that's my cue.
Oh, that's your cue to sing?
Yes.
All right, let's go ahead and talk about these signs. So, for the sun signs, we have Libra. And for obsidian, it supports your aspirations and removes blockages to your life's work. For the Scorpio suns, it's helpful for mastering power in all of its manifestations, but only if you are prepared for the depth of psychological insight and release darkness before transformation occurs. It also helps you recognize ingrained patterns of behavior, teaching the value of mistakes as well as the value of successes. That's a lot and a mouthful.
Yes, that's just the sun.
That was for Scorpio, yeah. Capricorn suns. It assists you in working for good in society. One of the few signs that can handle the shadow energies of this powerful stone. You know? Gemini. We're going to the moon signs now. So Gemini moon helps you recognize and release stressful mental patterns and wrong thinking, in quotes, that you mistake for emotions. And for the Scorpio moon, addresses previous misuse of power. It composts the past to facilitate soul growth, helping release negative energies.
Huh.
So yeah, it looks to me like it's a Scorpio-based stone. So I think that, like, you know, it helps out Scorpios in general, just of how much times it occurs here.
Yeah,
But
it's just the sun and the moon.
Yeah. So
that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, anyone can use obsidian, but
anyone can use obsidian, but it has special properties for different, like, signs. So I think it's good information to know.
That's pretty cool. Okay, it is now time for an ad break. Alrighty, it is now time to go over where we got the obsidian, if we have one, and our experiences. So for me, right, where did I get my obsidian? I got it at the crystal shop, I think. You got me the bracelet.
Oh, okay.
You got me the bracelet. I actually have an obsidian back at home in Virginia.
Okay.
And I also got Trey his Apache tears. I used the obsidian. It's like a cool, like, rock type. It's the actual raw one. Mm-hmm. Kind of like polished, but I used that for my readings. That was a very first crystal, I think, I used for my readings.
Yeah, I think so. I think the second one was the amethyst, no? Like, the first
Yeah.
one was obsidian, second was amethyst.
I bought that one in Charlottesville, and then when I moved in such a hurry. And I told Trey, I was like, okay, like, here, protect yourself.
Did you say it like that?
No.
Okay.
No, but no, the Apache tears, you know, Trey's been through a lot, and what's it called? I had gotten him the Apache tears, and then, like, you know, my messy ass, like, I lost it, and I don't know, like, I'm gonna have to ask him, like, did you find it? Because I have heard that, like, it does help with grief. But yeah, I did specifically get that for him. I seen some at the new crystal shop. I'm gonna get it for you. Just give me some time.
Don't worry about it. You have time.
And then, you know, Creason, you bought me the bracelet.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was at this crystal shop. Mm-hmm. And I have this love-hate relationship with jewelry because every fucking time that I get a crystal in jewelry form, that shit breaks.
Well, that's because you're done with it.
I'm gonna...
I thought that's what we learned about the jewelry.
No, listen, that's where I got mine. Creason has a tiny ass one. I'm gonna give you... He's gonna tell the tiny experience.
Oh, trust me, I'm gonna tell the experience. All right, like, this is absolutely wild.
Bullshit.
I am not happy about this. So,
well, we don't know yet because I'm not a crystal expert.
Well, here's the thing, right? So, okay, I would go to the store, and it's the same store that, like, we love that store. Like, that store is one of the best stores. The staff is really nice.
They're amazing.
I mean, they really, like, treat us well whenever we go there. They
Do you have
this
Google on your phone?
What, you don't remember did you want to, like, drop them?
No, because there's an app, and you can, like, take a picture, and then, like, it'll give you the, like, literally what I did with my phone.
Okay, well then, yeah, just go ahead.
I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Oh no, it's fine. Like, we can just give them the name of that app later if.
Oh no! I'm just saying, it's fine. Keep going.
Okay, so usually what ends up happening, so we would go to the store and they have this, like, system of where if you buy from them, they'll give you, like, a little raffle and where you can win, like, more things. And we went one of this day. I think it's the same day that I got her the obsidian.
Well, it's every $25.
Something like that, yeah. You get like a little thing. So I went to the raffle and I picked things out. I think this was either the first or the second time I went. And they were like, oh, you won, like, you know, a small stone Apache tears. And the reason I think it's Apache tears is because I got the little card that said it with no Apache tears to go with it.
Are you sure that we just didn't grab that?
You know, it may have been an accident, but I doubt it.
I doubt that it, like, because when they gave me the hematite, they gave it to me and Jaden. And I did not, like, it didn't come with a card, but I don't know. So, yeah,
like, the woman did say, because I did ask her, like, what the stone was. And I remember her specifically telling me it was that.
It probably is.
there's a chance.
We're gonna have to see, because this one has like lines like that.
Yeah, it does. I really don't know at this point.
Yeah.
But
that's your experience.
That literally was my experience. I haven't worked with the stone. It's good to know that it deals with negative energy, because my gosh, do we have a lot of negative energy to go around, especially sometimes. So I'm happy that, like, you know, we're collecting a lot of stones that have to do with that. Do they help? I have it carried in my pocket. Actually, the one that I got is so tiny. I think that it'll get lost. I should put it inside my wallet.
Yes.
It's probably like a good spot for it.
That's a nice thing, because I know a lot of men don't really like to walk around with stones like that.
Yeah, but having it inside my wallet might work. Especially for something as small as this. As soon as we identify what it is. But yeah, that's pretty much
your identity.
My identity. Yeah, so that's all I have in terms of story. I mean, once we get like another one, I might come back in probably a future episode and talk about, like, if I get another experience with a stone. Maybe in one of our like throwaway episodes, I'll be like,
yeah, hey. It'll be like another episode of like the other shit that we're, you know.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're up.
Thank you for your experience. I'm sorry. We'll figure out what that is.
We'll figure out if it is or not. Yeah.
Because my main thing is like the lines.
Yeah. That's true.
We'll take a picture and post it.
Okay.
But yeah, my experience. So, the obsidian that I had was a bracelet, and I have noticed that I am not a huge fan of bracelets. Cynthia, why are you not a huge fan of bracelets? Well, because they fucking break. And I was using the obsidian bracelet when I was God, it's all fucking foggy because we've used a lot of black crystals.
Yeah.
And I believe I used this during a very difficult time of me being self-aware, and me like really calling myself out, and me realizing how toxic I was.
Uh-huh.
And just like my toxicity, if that makes sense. Shadow self type thing, really, really deep into like the emotional shadow work, crying every night type shit. Yeah, and I noticed that the bracelet was getting a little loose because what is that called?
The string in between?
Yes, the string was getting kind of loose.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I remember telling you that, and I was like, Creason, like, I'm gonna stop wearing it because I don't want it to break, because I had a fucking feeling that shit was gonna break. Well, guess fucking what?
Mm-hmm.
Scarlett grabbed it.
And it broke.
And it broke. And then it got everywhere. All over the living room.
Ooh.
It was bad. But that one really did help me with, you know, a difficult time within myself.
Yeah.
Shadow work. Was there a lot of cry? I always cry.
I mean, these stones have been bringing out, like, your crying emotions a lot.
I haven't cried in a while, though.
Well, you've been doing good. You've been doing great.
Emotionally undetaching.
Yeah. I think that you're doing good. Like,
I think I'm doing good, too.
So far, like, you know, there hasn't been any major events. I know that last week was, like, practically the last difficult week.
For me.
Mm-hmm. And then, like, past that time, you know. Well,
I've been fine.
We've been vibing.
We have been vibing.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, but back to the actual, you know, bracelet. I mean, oh, Lordy. Fuck. I don't even remember when it broke. But it was like a nice short period of time that I had the obsidian. Mm-hmm. And it was really nice. And, you know, I do feel like it did bring out a lot of self-awareness with that, and it did show my shadow self, and I did catch myself, you know, Cynthia, why are you talking like this? Cynthia, why are you being so rude? Cynthia, you're acting this like it's like a robot. Like, I'm, you know, fun and with you, and then I walk into my house and it's just like instantly, and then my parent like, why are you mad? I'm like, I don't know why I'm fucking mad. Mm-hmm. And then like I'll sit down in my room like, why am I mad?
I think because you saw a ghost.
No, it's deeper than that, but totally, yeah. Beautiful, beautiful stone. I did fucking fall asleep with it too. So
I fall asleep with mine,
would
so.
not recommend falling asleep with crystals.
Dude, when you fall asleep with crystals, weird stuff
happens.
Weird stuff happens. Like, I fell asleep with the Moldavite. I never want to fall asleep with the Moldavite again.
Really?
I did.
I had lucid dreams with my I've been having lucid dreams lately, but yes, like, you know, with my Moldavite, that was like a really weird like time, because I remember we all, well, not all, but you fell asleep with it, I fell asleep with it, and then, you know, fucking meditated with it. And that is just like what, like, now that I'm looking back, is like, that is the stone of like fucking like extraterrestrial or whatever.
Yeah,
it's weird shit happening.
It is one of those spatial stones, you know, like you find it inside space. I think
weird things.
Actually, well, this one's a volcanic one, so it has to do with earth and grounding. It kind of makes sense. I mean, the stone's origin practically has to do with what they have to do with, you know.
I honestly can't wait until I go back home, because quite honestly, like, I'm gonna get like my crystals, and you know, like when the full moon comes out, I don't know quite yet, because you know how where I live, there's like random animals coming up on my porch and shit.
I mean, if they eat,
I don't want them to eat my fucking crystals.
They're gonna
but
get
I
energy.
want to like put my I want to be able to like put my crystals in the ground, and you know, like fucking really ground, right?
Oh, man, you're gonna open a portal.
I'm not gonna open a portal. That would be a good episode, though.
That would be.
Did you know there's a portal in Antarctica?
Ooh, we should go.
And it's like a no-fly zone.
Okay, never mind. We can't even go.
No, but like conspiracy. I don't know if we're gonna be doing that.
Is it Bermuda Triangle type crap? If where like the planes go down if they fly over it or something?
I'm gonna have to like go back to the episode I was looking at.
We should probably go and talk about that future episode.
Have you seen Manifest?
Oh my gosh, I have not.
You need to.
Okay.
It's super good. There's a lot of things that I want you to watch, but I know that like you have your thing and like I have mine, you know?
Yeah.
And sometimes they don't.
Man.
But yeah, so off fucking topic. Yes, those are our experiences. Definitely shadow.
Yeah.
Shadow side. You know, one of these episodes, Creason and I want to get into, you know, shadow work.
Yeah.
And be able to give, because a lot of people, you know, when I do readings on them, again, I feel like I'm drawn to like the inner child and like fucking deep traumatic shit, man. Mm-hmm. And a lot of the times, you know, spirit tells me shadow work, girl, and I feel like, I don't know, giving the word out and shit. And a lot of people sit here like, what is shadow work? And I get so excited. I'm like, okay, look, first of all, let's look at your Chiron.
Oh my gosh, dude.
I actually did that today.
That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, I think that, I don't know if we actually went over shadow work. I don't think we have. I think that if we did, it was over every single thing else around it, but we just didn't go over shadow work yet.
I mean,
like meditation.
Technically, shadow work in like this crystal is good for shadow work. Now, I know everyone does not, like, I've seen people are like, oh, this rock isn't doing anything for me. Like, there's more to... you know, spirituality and other things than rocks, right? Yeah. We will get that. Like, I get super fucking excited when I get into shadow work, because like people, I'm sitting here like, okay, are you sure you don't know? And they're like, I don't. Are you sure? I don't. Okay, first off, let me get your birth chart info, and then I get their Chiron, because like, you know, I do feel like, off topic again, I do feel like it helps to see your Chiron.
Yeah, it does.
Because every Chiron, and it's like the root of it. And then like I had a session with a girl today, and it went longer than it should, but it's okay because we got the Chiron, and you know, yeah. It was pretty great. But anyways, that wraps up this episode. We're gonna go on and get to the card pulls. We're gonna pull from
Sacred Rebels,
Creason's favorite deck. It's yours, and well, it was one of my first favorite decks.
I think all your decks are your favorites.
No, you, me, and Trey Remember when I got this?
Yes.
And I was like, how do you do this?
Yeah, that was the deck that you learned from, yes.
And then I was sitting here and I was reading it and we were falling asleep.
Oh my god. You fall asleep. Okay, well.
Okay, so I'm going to read yours. You're going to read mine. I'm just going to skim through it, okay? Okay. Because this is long. Look. It's like fucking 3 pages to this shit. All right. So.
This is mine that you're reading right now?
Yes.
Okay.
So, this is Crystal. You're not my sister.
No.
This is Crystal's card. This is Creason's card. This is follow your own rhythm.
All right.
Are you following your rhythm, Creason?
I don't know. Let's find out by reading this card because I need to know what that actually means.
I don't think you're following your own rhythm.
Okay.
That's your card. No, I'm kidding. Okay.
Wow.
So deep within, you are moved by an ancient, powerful force that cannot be tamed. It is the rising pulse of your connection to the life force. You feel it in your bones, in your blood, in your heart, and in your belly. Mm-hmm. When there is something dying within, you sense it falling away, no longer needed. Mm-hmm. You sense when it is time to rest and be patiently in transition. Mm-hmm. You feel the stirring of agonization and restlessness when new life calls you to create, to act, to step forward, and to take risk, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to skip through that because there's a lot more. Okay. But this oracle brings you the special message that you cannot miss what you are destined for, nor will you gain anything by trying to push yourself. Trust in the life cycles within, and you will feel the perfect balance between effort and surrender, discipline and letting go. I think you and I know what this is talking about.
Yeah, it does. When
it is time for the rhythm of rest, you will feel a natural slowing within and be drawn into contemplation.
Okay.
Yeah. And environments that are more gentle, spacious, and nurturing, and perhaps more peaceful. Okay. Right? Hold on. Not done. When the rhythm of play beats in your heart, you will reach out to others to connect and to dance and to just be yourself and shake it off, mm-hmm. right? Your needs will be met in harmony with your own rhythm. All that you will miss out on by trusting this is anxiety. What you will gain is peace. That is your card. Okay. Follow your own rhythm.
Okay, so life has taught me a lot. I mean, I'm the oldest one inside this podcast, which is not really saying a lot, but I mean, the thing about it is I've learned quite a bit. For one, upbringing has really showed me a couple of things. It's easy to go ahead and live logical, which means that you can sit there and question everything. Yeah, question everything and just go through life without thinking. But it's more difficult to live with feeling, and to follow your gut and to, trust in things are going to be okay. The unknown, and I feel the unknown has a lot to do with your rhythm, Yeah. It's understanding what you want inside, understanding which direction you want to go inside, how you want to deal with things internally. And growing up as a guy, there's a couple of things I was taught as a guy. It was protector and you don't show emotion and make sure you make money. I guess that's 3 things.
Damn.
So being those 3 things, they completely counteract living in spirit. And I think that, it's difficult for men in general to lead that kind of fly by night life. Now, deep down inside, I'm a little envious because there's people that don't care about the lives that they lead. Someone calls them up to go to a place and they're just I'm there. And they drive across country to go ahead and go to someplace that they haven't even gone before with someone that they barely know. I don't have that because there's just so much that was put against it, Like my household and everything has been take things methodically, take things slow, be responsible, which is such like a powerful word. And I've been doing that since I was young.
It's all you know.
Super difficult to break because the fly by night, take life by the freaking handle and just like push the gas pedal down and move is not comfortable for me. And the one thing about the spiritual journey about like following your own rhythm, I feel, is leaning into the part that's not comfortable for you. And I honestly have a hard time with that because for me, my big thing is, oh yeah, I love going through a tightrope walk. That sounds excessively good, but where's that safety net? Like, are we going to put a safety net up or are we just going to take that tightrope walk?
What happens if I fall?
That's my issue at that point.
Yeah.
And in a nutshell, that's what I think prevents me from doing a lot of things that are like beyond the pale. I think that it's, people who are able to live a full life are those who are able to be like, hey, I'm going to go and do this thing and I don't care what happens to me. Bungee jump away, skydive away, let's go to Mount Everest and like climb that mountain.
It's basically, it's the full card. It's taking a risk.
It is.
It's taking a risk, but you are like very calculated risk. Like, oh, do we have snacks? Like, what if I need to go like pee before I jump? Like, is there a bathroom by me? Like, that's you in a nutshell.
And I have grown up in an environment and where I feel that is the pervasive thing. Now, is that bad? And that is the question that I feel that this card is trying to hit. Following your own rhythm is about listening to your internal self. My thing is that, I don't think it's bad to make sure that you have a plan behind everything, but I don't think it should get to the point of where you can't listen to your inner rhythm. For me, I always lacked balance. Like, that's been a weakness of mine since my inception. I am a go all one way or go all the other way type of person, and I don't like middle grounds of...
No in between.
I hate in betweens. It's if I'm going to go for something, I'm going all out. If I'm not going to go for something, I don't. And because of those two extremes and not finding a middle ground, I struggle with dealing with my inner self. Because my inner self will be like, you should do this, you should do this. And I'm just like, nah, if I go and do this, what's going to happen or whatever. And it wraps up into empathy for me because I'm just like, I'm trying to go ahead and inwardly find excuses for why I can't do something.
Yeah.
To myself. So it's an internal fight.
I've noticed too with you.
Yeah.
That like if you go on and you do something and it doesn't work out, you don't like how I tell you you don't laugh it off. Like you'll sit here and you'll beat yourself up.
It's a fight that I'm destined to lose.
That's the thing though, because of the fact that it's like, you have this vision and like this thing of like things have to be perfect. It's the reason why you calculate things, and I'm sitting here and I'm like, Creason, it doesn't like you fucked up, but you're like, no, like I could have done better, and then you're fucking Chiron.
I mean, it's one of those things of self-improvement, and I blame a couple of things for that. There was a teaching that I got from my grandfather long ago that said, the man of the house is supposed to be the rock that everyone stands on. Now, that's a huge and very powerful statement. I was given that when I was young, and this is why I think I fell into a hell of a lot of traps when I was growing up. Because, I glued myself onto that aspect of being immovable. And that pervaded a lot of my decision-making growing up. Did I not live? I did stuff that I wanted, yes, but it was always tempered by, am I being a good example? Am I being someone that can go ahead and people can trust? Am I being this? And that air of responsibility, I don't look down on people that don't have responsibility. you know, as long as it doesn't affect me, I guess. You know, I mean, I don't want people trashing my stuff, you know, but when it comes to like, oh, you know, I'm going on this trip or whatever, you know, we're going across the world or whatever, like I'm going like, you know, derby racing inside the jungle, you do you. You know, but for me, I'm just like, yeah, you know, I would do derby racing in the jungle. Might run into a snake. Don't know if that's going to be all good for me. That is my issue. You know, it's an internal battle that really sucks. So, what does this have to do with the card? And why did I go off on such a major tangent? I've been working on being more open to doing new things.
You have.
It's very difficult for me to do new things. Actually, I think that me and my friend here actually share a lot of the similar things of like we love routine and we love doing things in a very methodical way. We want to like know what our day is, know what the plan is of the day and go through that, you know? And I love routine because I don't have to think. You know, I don't have to worry about safety. I don't have to worry about anything when it is. And I could just be in a nice, quiet place, doing my thing, and feeling accomplished at the end of the day, you know? And I'm fine with that. Like, that's where my home rolls. But, like, when it comes to my emotions and, like, what it's intended to do, it's always like, you know, you're too safe.
Yeah.
Get out of your fucking comfort zone and do something with your goddamn life instead of sitting around doing the same shit over and over again. Even if it makes you comfortable, it's not sustainable. And that's the key. The key about it is that breaking out of my comfort zone is not what I want to do.
Yeah.
But I know that in order to grow, I have to. And that right there is always the hard part. But, you know, my rhythm is pushing me towards a certain direction. Like, you know, I take more and more risks. Mm-hmm. You know, I mean, I've taken trips, you know, down by myself. Something that I thought when I was younger that I would never do, you know. Mm-hmm. But I found the courage to go ahead and be like, yeah, you know, I'll take a trip. I'll see what happens, you know, and go for it. I really want to go in and do more of those. There was a couple of those, and those experiences are some of my best. Yeah. So, yeah, like, you know, I went to Joshua Tree, for instance, which is around Cali or whatever. Yeah. That was a really good experience. I would have never done it, but, you know, I was like, you know, my friend needs support.
It's going to take you some time to slowly...
I need a break out of stuff.
That's okay. Yeah. Take your time because we all have our, you know, like, ways of getting out of our comfort zone. Yes. If you want to, you know, take your more time and you want to, like, dip into it, like, dip your foot and then come out, and then that's fine.
Yeah, but I think that someone's eventually is going to push me into the back and I'm going to land face first in the water.
That's going to be me.
Oh.
No. Oh, shit.
Stop dipping your toe in and get in there.
Fucking dumbass, Creason. How many fucking times? And then out of nowhere, Trey comes. Go!
You're holding up the line. Not many times. Why would you go on the diving board holding up the line like that?
Because Trey is the type of person that will, like, jump off and, like, cut you because of how slow you're going. Okay. This is me and Creason every day. All right. Fuck.
I think it's my turn, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, you can read for me. So this is mine, Power of Attraction. Okay. That's the card that I got. And you don't need to read it all.
I'll probably read the first paragraph.
Yeah, and then go hold on. I'm just going to walk you through. Well, hold on. So you can, like, read this. A lot of times when I read these, like, what sticks out to me. Okay. So it's this. And then when it's, like, when it has that, the oracle comes with, and then that's it.
Sounds good. So, all right. Sorry. I'll get it. Oh my God. All right. The Power of Attraction.
Oh. Okay.
Oh my God. There is such wonder awaiting you. There are so many beautiful adventures and so much magic yet to be. Can you keep your heart open to what is coming towards you without surrendering your experience of this moment by becoming too future-oriented? You see, there is magic in this moment too. There is something arising within you out of the depths of your being. In this process, there is a shift in environment, both internal and external. A fertility is being stimulated.
Yes, and fertility, we're speaking of, I feel like, new ideas, right?
Yes, like I hope.
What? There is no. Trey is not.
This oracle comes with a special message. You have recently completed a cycle or level of manifestation and are transforming into the next level of experience. Like a big fish leaving the small pond and feeling like a rather small fish in a bigger pond. There will be some getting used to it time needed as you find your way. This will add to what you have already done and bring valuable expansion to your realization of your abilities, as well as many new relationships and opportunities to help you go further on your journey. What you are in the process of creating will benefit from this stage of your process. Whether your creation is simply your sacred life path, a particular creative work, or an actual child, there is a positive and constructive energy that is unfolding for you now to boost this process and carry you further along the way. Do you dare to dream and to believe in your dream until it manifests? Even if naysayers challenge you? Of course you do, Sacred Rebel. This oracle brings you guidance. You are going to attract whatever is needed to complete your work in progress and bring it to fruition. Remain open to receive and trust in the unfolding of your life experiences. Do not turn away.
As I'm turning away.
This is so dumb.
I'm walking out of the car.
All of the necessary elements are coming together. Allow this integration to occur so that you can manifest your dreams.
Yes. I love it. That was a lot. That was a whole lot of corn. Like the other one. Wow. The last episode. That was a very beautiful card.
Yeah.
That was a very beautiful card. That it described me to a T. Now, and it described how I feel. Mm-hmm. I hit my Chiron, y'all. My is it Chiron or Chiron?
Look, okay, it's Chiron. I mean, you can say chai if you want.
Yeah, I recently had a session done, and it was, I met a spirit guide, and I feel like I'm, what is it? I can't put the words together. No, it's not manifesting. I feel like I'm getting, like, there's, levels, and I'm getting
more spiritual, more...
I don't even know what the see, excuse me. Fuck. There's, just a lot of,
connected with your guys? Are you getting more connected?
Yes. Okay. But, see, in the physical world, it's like, there's more to it. Like, there's a lot more, I've noticed that I've been going down rabbit holes, right? Mm-hmm. And you know this because I go down rabbit holes with Creason. Mm-hmm. And there recently has been a huge change within me, and weird shit's happening, and I feel like there's just I think the card says something about levels of manifestation or something. Yeah, it does. And there is a new guide that's came into my life and explains a lot, and I've been communicating, and it's just so it's so crazy because that reference from the fish in the big pond, a little fit, that's how I feel. And I feel I'm going, but I'm just my words can't even describe how I feel, because it's things are happening so fast, and I'm can I just grasp, right? And just can we pause? Can I pause? Let's pause. No, but yeah, there's a lot there's a lot manifesting things, and I've told my guides, like, align me with people, and I'm being aligned, and now, I'm making friends, and I have another friend outside of you, and it's fucking weird because, like, I'm, like, very reserved, and not a lot of people can handle me. I'm really, like, quirky, and I'm really awkward, and, like, I'm trying to, put myself out there, and I'm learning and expanding, and it's a whole lot of that. But definitely I do, like, raise my prices for my readings, and I know my worth. And again, I had a long talk with my guides, and crazy shit's happening. And it's crazy. It's just crazy. And Sacred Rebels, I fucking love you. I love all my Oracle decks.
You really do.
But I have a really strong connection. This is my actual first one. You got me this one.
Yeah.
This is my very first one.
Yeah.
This one and the one that we did the last episode, the Earthcraft.
Correct.
Those are the ones I'm really...
Or was it the Gaia one?
No. I'm telling you, the ones that I'm, like, really, really connected to. I just don't really use these because I actually have to read on that.
Got it.
But I do feel like I'm expanding my mind a whole nother level of, like, consciousness. I'm probably in the 6th dimension mind-wise. I love that song. And I'm here right now. There's a song on TikTok, but yes, I have all these ideas in my brain, and I'm not I'm so chaotic, and my mind goes, and then, like, I'm like, fuck, I need a straight line. I need my ducks in a row, but my ducks are not in the row because, baby duck's over there, and mommy duck's over there, and daddy duck's over there, and I need them in a row, but they don't want to come in a row. Is that a good reference? Because I'm like, duckies, where? But yeah, yes, the Chiron's hidden. I don't know if it's healing, but fuck, I do, like, I'm looking at my life, and I'm looking back because November Cynthia, now Cynthia, like,
2 different Cynthias.
100%. You too. 2 different Crescents, and I'm very proud of you. And I am, like, aside from one of the most difficult things I've ever done in my life, which is fucking breastfeed. Well, pumping, right? I pumped for a fucking year. Holy shit. But this is one of the things that I can actually, like, say, and that's a lot from me because, a lot of the times here my Chiron goes, like, I do feel like I'm unworthy and I'm undeserving of a lot of things, but this is one thing that I can sit here and I can say, like, I'm going to continue fighting for, for myself. Crescent,
Fighting for yourself is not a bad thing.
It's not. Your brother texted me. Because, yeah, I congratulated him.
Oh, okay.
Why didn't you heart that?
I really should have.
Did you see his score?
Oh, no, I did not.
Oh, shit. Well, I put a heart.
Oh, okay.
He passed.
Okay. That's good.
Oh, my God. I'm so off topic and random. But back to it. I know we talk a lot of shit. But pat on my back. One of those things, I don't know if you ever felt like, you're, like, in the moment or whatever, and then you just stop and you're just like, I'm alive. Like, wow. Kristen's like, no, I've never felt like that. Okay.
Actually,
noted.
yeah, I mean, I'm undead, so.
No, I can't put it to words. Like, it's like, wow, I'm really doing this. Like, I'm in the moment, like, But that is it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for listening in. Definitely support us.
Yes.
We are on Anchor/Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcast. You can find us on Instagram, it's at randomspirit28, and we are more active on TikTok.
Actually, we're trying to get to, like,
1,000. We're almost
at
at 1,000. Once we get there, Kristen and I will hop on and
do some lives.
Yeah, do some lives. I'll probably be doing some card pulls, but definitely like spiritual talk.
Yeah.
Would be nice, and hopefully we can do that before I fucking leave. Shit.
We're almost there.
Yeah, honestly, but thank every one of you that listened to us, and
you guys have been very supportive, and it's shown. Like, we've gone pretty far. I mean, we're not at 25 or something yet, but we're getting there. Like, we've gotten like a good chunk of episodes, and honestly, when we first started this, like, you know, we didn't know how far it was going to go, but it's really, really good that we've gotten this far.
Yeah.
And we've enjoyed, like, every episode that we've
done.
Oh,
yes. That's one of the things that's difficult for us because of the fact that, again, like, doing a podcast or doing like anything that has to do with having your energy up is the hardest thing in the world.
Yeah, I don't envy people who have to do this.
Yes, because it's very difficult, because if my vibe is not there, and definitely if your vibe's not there, I stop that shit. And I'm like, absolutely not.
Yeah.
But yeah, life gets busy, life's in the way. This is going to be a very busy month for you because you have your siblings' birthdays are coming up. A bunch of birthdays, graduations, shit like that.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, and so again, thank you for listening. And that is it for today's episode.
Always remember to love yourself, guys, and until next time, bye.